My stepdaughter said she hates me so I'm not bringing her on my trip. I 28F married my 37M husband 4 years ago when his daughter was 11. She's 15 almost 16. Her parents have been divorced since she was 7. She still sees her mom regularly and they have a great relationship. I know I will never be her mother and I have never tried to take on that role nor force her to look at me that way. The problem is she doesn't like me at all. Since she was 11 she's made it clear I'm not her mom. She rolls her eyes at me, ignores me a lot of the time, tells me I'm not her mom, etc. Her mom and I get along. She will call me if she needs me to take my stepdaughter to practice instead because she has a new baby. We're not best friends but we do keep in touch for the sake of her daughter because her dad travels a lot for work so I am the sole parental figure for her. I don't try to force my stepdaughter to spend time with me but sometimes I do suggest we go shopping, watch a movie, etc. Especially when her dad travels out town for a few days. I'm always shut down. This brings me to last week. I had to go in her room to put more towels in her bathroom and she's been a little down because her boyfriend broke up with her. I knock and she lets me in and I see she's watching Love is Blind and I say, "Oh, I'm watching this right now with Anna, my niece. I'm an episode behind you but I'd love to watch it with you." She ignores me and I put the towels up in her bathroom and when I'm leaving I say I have snacks downstairs. I also got new face masks if you want to try them out or we can just talk if you want someone to vent to. Because we're both into skincare and I know how hard a teenage breakup is. She pauses her TV and says, "Stop FING trying to be my mom. I don't like you, you're just my dad's wife. I have a mom and you mean nothing to me so stay the hell out of my life and stop trying to get me to do things with you. I want nothing to do with you, weirdo." She shoos me out of her room and slams the door in my face. I will admit that I cried a little. My niece/goddaughter is graduating high school this year and when we were watching Love is Blind she said she would love to go to a beach because she's never been and go on a good vacation before she starts college so we started making plans. I'm paying for both of us. Her mom says she wants to go and she'll pay for herself. My niece also asked if her best friend could come and I said I'd cover the hotel and plane but her parents will have to pay the rest. Yesterday when I was searching and calling around for hotels and amenities and things to do she comes down and hears me. Her dad walked in and she goes, "Are we going on a vacation?" He says, "I don't think so. Are we, Sarah?" I say I'm taking my sister, niece, and her friend as a graduation present and she asks her dad if she can go and he asks why I didn't ask her and I say we made this plan when I asked her if she wanted to watch a show with me and my niece and she told me I'm not her mom and she doesn't want to do things with me and she wants nothing to do with me and they tried to make excuses and I say, "I can't be your parent/friend when you want me to do things for you but you treat me like crap any other time." She went and called her mom and her mom called me and I explained what happened and what was said. She was shocked about what her daughter said to me but she understood completely. She told my stepdaughter that she will take her on a trip when she graduates but she missed out by acting that way and she can't force me to take her. My husband says I should get over it and take her. I don't think I'm in the wrong. Update. I took some of the people's advice and I had to sit down with her, her father and her mother to talk about boundaries and clear rules of what I will not tolerate anymore. I am still standing firm that I am not taking her on this trip, because I am not going to award bad behavior and verbally abusing and I don't want to deal with that on the trip. I do not want to be miserable on a trip that's for my niece and celebrating her graduating. When my husband goes out of town, she will be staying with her grandmother or mother. I will no longer be parenting her here since she does not want me to do anything for her and I will not until her attitude changes. I said that maybe she needs to go back to therapy and her mother and dad agreed. I told her once again that I know she has a mother and doesn't need another and that was never my goal to try and come in and replace her mom. I just wanted to be a parental figure. My husband did apologize for not having my back and controlling this behavior before. I said that I may not be her mom but I am her father's wife and I need basic respect. She doesn't have to like me but I won't tolerate her disrespect. They both asked her to apologize for what she said and she said scoffed and rolled her eyes. She stormed off and her mother and father went after her to scold her. We also agreed to go to family therapy. I told them that I will not be asking her to do things with me like go to the mall or look for a birthday present for her dad but if she comes to me with a changed attitude then I will be more than happy to do so. Her mother said she will be talking to her privately about how her actions have consequences and that this was a small thing compared to what may happen in the real world. I do realize I should have been more vocal about the mistreatment but I didn't want her to dislike me any more than she did but I see that was not the correct decision and hopefully we can come to so sort of. I can't think of the word or phrase but we can be cordial.